And this is one of the questions that I kind of come across with my student, and I would like to talk about it. It's a number pattern question. What is important about number pattern question is you must be able to see the pattern, or you have to observe and analyze a certain pattern that is given by the question. Having said that, it is not a question where you can practice and hope that the question appears in your exam. Most of the time, the method may be similar, but seeing an identical question is not very possible. So what is important in the discussion here is the thought process and how to apply the thought process. Okay, this is the question I would like to talk about. It's quite elaborate, so you have to be patient with me. So first you see that you have term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, and term 1, term 3, term 4 is expressed in a certain pattern like this. Okay, so then they are all in the same layout. Then this number here is our term 1, so n is equals to 1. Then n is 2, n is 3, so long and so forth. So then you see that 3 here is 1 times 3, and then you see 1 and 3 over here. Then 2 here, it's the same for both terms. Then after that we go to the second row and you see the 2 appearing here again, and then 8 is 2 times 4, and the 2 and 4 is here. So you can see that pattern. Then of course you will see that this number here, it's your n. So when it's the first term, right, that it starts with 1 times 3. Then the second row, right, you have 2, so it becomes 2 times 4. And you notice that these two numbers are never consecutive numbers. So we go to the third row, which is the third term, then you see 3 times 5. Then fourth term, so it's 4 times 6. So the first one and the second one is always 2 values apart, so it's like 4, 6. So then in that case, right, term 5, it will be 1 over, the first one will be 5, and then the second one is 2 numbers apart, so 7. So the fifth term is 1 over 35. Then in part 2, we are supposed to find the nth term. Then we did mention that here n equals to 1, n equals to 2, n equals to 3, and so on. Then we get the n here, and the second number, right, is always 2 apart, so it's n plus 2. So then this is what we analyze. So we take these values and then we go to the second one and we check. So when n equals to 2, then this is 2 plus 2, which is n plus 2. So then the third one is when we see that this is n is 3. So 2 apart, so it's n plus 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, which is correct. And then this one is 4 plus 2 is 6. So then we can say that the nth term, right, will be 1 over n times n plus 2. Okay, part B. So in this case, we see that we are supposed to find T1 plus T3 plus T5 plus every odd term. This is odd term up to T99. Then the previous part, we know that the answer is Tn is equals to 1 over n plus 2. Then we can further expand on it and we see that it is actually 1 over 2n minus 1 over 2n plus 2. In this case, right, I will write out this part of the equation. So it's supposed to T1, T3, T5 plus dot dot dot. We also write down the last 3 terms. So it's 95 plus 97 plus 99. So this sum will be equals to T1 is T3 is 1 over 2 times 3 minus 1 over 2 times 5. Then T5 will be so I'll add the last 3 terms, which will be So I can write it like that. So you'll notice that then from here you will notice that this and this is identical, and then there's a negative sign down here. Then that means these two will add up and then they'll cancel each other out. So the next one, you see 2 times 5 here, this one and this one is the same. So I can then, after that, you go to the bottom part, you'll see that this and this is the same, they cancel out, and this also cancel out. So I can safely say that these two terms cancel each other out, and this will cancel out with 2 times 7 will cancel out with something else. This 2 times 5, 95 will cancel with something else. So when we add all these terms up, right, you will see that they all, in between the numbers, all get cancelled out. So in that case, right, we can then after that copy down the remainder, which is 2 times 1 minus 1 over, this is 101. So 2 times 101. So then it will give me 1 over 2 minus this, which will give me 50101. Like that.